Thank you.
Hey, Wyatt, what's it been like preparing for this season in training camp with the uncertainty you guys have at the quarterback position?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. Obviously, we know what's going on, but we're so focused about what we're doing. You're focused on my footwork, my reach block. There's a lot of things I'm worried on more than that. But yeah, I mean, we got to take what's going on and understand what's happening, and it is what it is.
How much of a distraction has this been for you guys, and how have you prevented it from becoming a distraction?
Well, it's only a distraction if you turn on the TV and you're listening to it and everything like that. I don't have any social media, so I stay away from everything. It's been pretty quiet in my household at least, but I know that it's the talk of the town. There's got to be something to talk about. So obviously, it's big, but we're focused so much on what we're doing.
Are you eager for a resolution?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously we want to know what's going on and be done with it. I mean, I think that if any team was in that situation, that's what they want. But we got to, again, like I said, worry about your individual thing and kind of let that be, handled by whoever's in charge of it.
With that in mind, what are your impressions of Brissett?
Yeah, I think Jacoby's a great quarterback. I think, he's been here the whole time. He's studying the playbook. He's been learning. I think that he's a talented quarterback. Yeah, but he's a talented quarterback, and I'm excited to see what he's got.
Wyatt, you still got a lot of experience offensively, a lot of talent. Do you feel like you guys can still put up a lot of points, even if it is Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah, let's run the ball. I'm an offensive lineman. Let's run the ball. I honestly, I mean, I've alluded to it, but I'm so worried about what's going on in front of me. What backer to block, what D lineman to block. I can't really worry about who's behind me.
Wyatt, have you noticed, what has Deshaun's demeanor been like? Have you noticed any change in anything as he's going through these ups and downs of the legal process, or how's he doing?
That's something I actually got to commend him on. He's the same person every day. He comes in ready to work. I know that this is, in a way of release. I know everybody's got something to say. They've got an opinion on them, and football is where you kind of get away from that. A lot of us started playing football to get away from stuff, and or not to get away, but just ease your mind on it. Do something you love, and that's football.
Wyatt, you're all pro. There's a lot of all pros on this team. You're in the prime of your career. Is it ever in your mind, it could be frustrating that this season, the uncertainty, if it is a backup quarterback, and you guys are ready for the playoffs, and you guys are in the prime of your career, does that ever kind of enter your mind?
Well, I thought about that last year. I thought we were, we had 11 out of 11 starters coming back, and then injuries kind of decimated us. I don't think one time our starting five finished a game together. And that's not good, right? At some point there was someone hurt. So you got to handle it in stride. Every team's dealing with it. Obviously, we're dealing with a little bit different, but still dealing with uncertainty, and we just got to stay healthy and play. I mean, last year we had countless games that it came down to the last minute. So if we can fix that, right, and win those last minute games, I think we'll be all right.
Coach said that they're recording the cadences of the quarterbacks, and it's on Jacoby and the Joshes to get to Deshaun's. Has that helped you guys as an offensive line? Like, how similar are they?
Yeah, they have to be similar, or we'll be popcorn. So they have to be similar. But I feel like Jacoby's, Deshaun, they've been great about. Josh, they've been great about, trying to find, consistency in the cadence. Obviously, we have different cadences going on, so it's kind of like understanding, hearing it back there, but at the same time, most of them they sound pretty similar. They're barking at you. Go, got it.
Towards the end of last season, you had offered to have, Jed come and work with you, and, you really, kind of talk about the work piece and how important that is, and we've seen Joe Thomas working with him a little bit. So how has Jed responded to some of that?
I think Jed was smart with going with Joe and not me. No, I think that, we have, like I said, Jed was fighting through a lot of injuries last year. Jack was fighting through a lot of injuries. Handle what you can handle and kind of take the rest in stride. I think that him working with Joe, training hard this offseason, it's only going to help him. And I think that he's got it, and he's understanding that, and he's putting his best foot forward, and I'm thankful for that.
Wyatt, your third year now with Bill Callahan. Tell me what you think of him as a line coach.
Still crazy, but one of my favorite guys. I mean, I'm telling you, Bill is an absolute great coach. He'll let you know when you do something wrong, but he's going to applaud you when you do something right. And I'm thankful for that because, some coaches can be, so focused on, the perfection of it that they just stay on you, and he builds you back up. So I'm thankful for him.
What's crazy about him?
Well,
No, no, it's
what's
fun.
crazy is he's this little guy who'll get in your face. You're 6'5", 315 pounds. There's not a lot of people who'd pick a fight with you, and I swear he'll come out there and slap you right in the face. He's not afraid of anybody, and I'm thankful for that. He's had great players underneath of him who all respect him. You can talk to any of his past players and they respect him, and that's something you earn. That's not something you just get.
With Scott Peters also, did one of them concentrate on the guards?
Yeah, well, usually, it just depends. Coach will want to work with the guards if we're, working, let's say we're working settle sets or something that we haven't been good at, or pushing out, or, whatever it is, something that we need to improve on. Bill would be like, I need to see it, and he'll come over there and, and take care of it. But for the most part, Coach Peters, a lot of guard play is hand strikes. It's so short, short space, so you kind of have to be quick with it. So strikes and, footwork and those little minor movements is what Coach Peters is so special at, and that's so he'll work with the guards sometimes, or more often, but we get both.
What does it say about Bill to welcome Joe Thomas out on the field in this game to work with some of the guys?
Yeah, I think that's you'd have to be crazy to not say Joe is the best to do it at tackle. He was an absolute freak, especially at pass pro. He had to play a lot of games where we were passing 60, 70, 80% of the game because the Cleveland Browns were down. I wasn't here yet, but you know what I mean? Like, the Cleveland Browns were down, so he had to pass a lot. And to be doing what he was doing at his level, you'd have to be crazy not to let him in and kind of coach your players. Obviously, the techniques are a little different. Joe is an absolute unicorn. Who you'll see his set and you'll be like, oh, that anybody can do that. Yeah, okay. But no, he's special. His attention to detail. We're talking about his preparation. So much other stuff that comes with football other than setting back. Getting in his little stance and setting back, but all that stuff. Yeah.
So I know obviously the positions are way different. Are there things as a guard that you can benefit from?
Oh yeah.
Just talking?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is like, he had this note card system, which was mind-boggling. The smallest little details he'd focus on, he'd write it down, and I think at one point he had every single game he ever played in, almost down to the snaps of guys that he played, and defensive ends that, second-team defensive ends that turned into being the starters down the road, and he would know exactly what they were working on the year before. So, his attention to detail, his tenacity, his intent, he's a stud.
So what would you say is the state of things right now on the line this early in camp?
Hey, get healthy. Let's run the ball and let's kick some butt. I think that our offense is it's going to show it's never going to really show its hand. So it gets people's eyes in the backfield going on, and then you have 5 guys running off the ball trying to smash you in the face. So let's stick to what we're good at. I think that whoever is at quarterback, I think that 4 obviously is going to help, but whoever's at quarterback, I think that we have a talented offensive line, an amazing running back group, and even with the rookie we drafted, for a 4-headed monster. So let's use them.
So, John Johnson tried that run the damn ball thing. It didn't resonate.
No, I guess, but hey, run the damn ball. No, I think
He had
that.
to win friends on the line. When
Yeah,
he tweeted that.
exactly. Yeah, come on, yes. No, but no. I feel like it's easy to say that. Then they put 9 in the box, and you're like, we can't run the ball. We have to. So there were some games that they tried to get us away from running the ball, and if a team wants to do it, they can do it. And then that's where I think that Jacoby's gonna, or whoever's back there, it doesn't matter, come out and play great.
Hey, Wyatt, Chris Hubbard's been lining up there at right tackle. What kind of teammate is he? He's been through a lot the last.
Yeah, no, I think that we have, and that's what's scared me last year, right? We had Jack coming back, Jack's strong, and then the injury happened, and we had a revolving door, and it's tough on anybody playing, so. Obviously, playing guard, I was again focused on what I'm doing, but there's down blocks. There's so many combination blocks that you gotta have to get the chemistry of your tackle. So whoever's there, let's just practice and let's get together and let's build that chemistry. Obviously, Jack's coming back. He's strong as an ox. Just gotta stay healthy. Last year I thought we were gonna go to the Super Bowl. I guess that's the joke the Browns always have. But I really thought we were a dominating team, and we just couldn't stay healthy. So I'm not focused on anything else but game one.
Dwight,
Last one.
with you and guys in the locker room that you talked to, do you think was there any kind of like roller coaster ride this week? With on Monday you thought you knew what the Deshaun ruling was going to be, and then there was an appeal, or did you just kind of think all along it's not over yet?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, we don't have TVs on in there. If there are TVs in there, they usually got what's going on in the day. I stay off of social media and I don't watch a lot of TV. But I mean, you know, I don't know if there was a roller coaster. You know, again, I'm focused on camp and getting through each day. You know, we've been playing hard and practicing extremely hard. So I think there's obviously the people who it matters to. You know, obviously I think they're watching and focused on it. You know, obviously I know Deshaun, you know, is talking and, you know, doing his thing. But for the most part, I've been so focused on offensive line play. You know, I haven't been really listening to it. You know, but I just, you know, I hope that just like anything, right, you know, it goes away and you can handle, you know, what you got to handle.